happy Valentine's Day. Today is Sunday, February 14th, and it is Valentine's. So happy Valentine's to all of you out there. I know by the time this video goes up, it will no longer be Valentine's, but still, happy Valentine's. So this past Tuesday, I went ahead and I got my eyebrows tattooed. And this is something that I have been wanting to do for many years, but I was extremely scared and nervous. But I finally jumped to it and I did it. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a while because I didn't like my eyebrows prior. They looked very unnatural. So in this video, it's going to be a little different because I will be talking to you guys about my experience, but I'm also going to insert clips here and there of the day of when I went to go get my eyebrows tattooed. And I also filmed the result immediately after, so you can see what they look like before when I had them filled in when I went in there, when I took them off completely, like when I just wiped my eyebrows off, and what they look like immediately after. Okay, so a little bit about where I went. I live in Orlando, Florida, and I went to Permanent Makeup by Mary. I will link all her information down below, and she's located in Tampa. So I did drive about an hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes to go to her office to get the procedure done, and it was worth it 100%. Let me start by saying that I absolutely love the way my brows turned out. I couldn't be happier. I do not regret this decision whatsoever. I am so pleased, and it has been wonderful. I started plucking my own eyebrows, which is a huge mistake, when I was 15 years old. That's when my mom kind of allowed me to start playing around with makeup and doing my brows and all that jazz. So around 15, from the age of 15 until now, I have been doing my own eyebrows and plucking them and tweezing them. And when you start tweezing so much for so many years, the hair stops growing. So my teenage years, I completely butchered my brows to the point where they no longer grew where they needed to grow. For example, they didn't start where they were supposed to start, because from plucking and tweezing, I no longer grew hair here. So I would have to fill in my brows and kind of paint on my skin to make it blend in with my brows, and it just looked very unnatural. I personally wasn't happy with the way it was looking and the way my eyebrows looked, period. So I have been looking into getting my brows tattooed for a very long time, and thank God I found Mary, because she is just amazing and she is just so talented. So I'm just gonna go ahead and insert the clip of that morning and our ride to Tampa to get the procedure started, and I will talk a little bit more about my experience and the process afterwards.
American presidents, we're celebrating our incredible Jeep brand lineup and everything we have to offer, like the highly efficient.
There's a professional driver.
I drive.
So let's take a look at the brows, the before. You're gonna run over the lady.
Oh man, she got medicated.
So the appointment is for 10:30. It is 8:37.
Okay, merengue, merengue.
Yeah.
Something funky.
I want to
To
hear.
groove on.
Yo, where is your YouTube? Here it is.
No, come on, come on, come on, come on.
It took Leonardo and Miriam.
I gotta go party. Party.
Party, 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 party. Just think about waterfalls and water sprinklers.
That doesn't make me pee more.
Más difíciles de complacer son los niños, ¿verdad, señora?
Son los niños. Compra ese pollo frito. Ese pollo frito lo hacemos con Goya.
Vivo la vida bailando. 1, 2, 3, 4. Prepárate, que esta rumba está que empieza. Caliente, caliente, que se levantó. Vivo la vida bailando. Las penas olvidando. Están los corazones. La música, las penas quitan del alma. Viendo que se cante. Where were you? Shopify? No, you were in Pandora, right?
No.
Pandora? You got to Pandora it. Ayer la vi bailando
No vi nada. No vi nada.
con sus
No vi nada.
What is that? Is it fair?
No, it's not a fair. That's the amphitheater, man. You know the amphitheater?
No. Bailando por ahí.
That's the Hard Rock Cafe right there.
It's a fair.
Oh yeah, it's a fair going on now.
Fueron los días más felices para mí. Watch what I'm gonna put. You ready for this?
Ready.
How do I
And locking and popping. What? What about to get gangsta up in here?
What you know about that?
Hey. What you looking? West side. Double OP. Judah.
Oh, why?
Oh, O'Reilly.
Improve visibility and save money. with
Oh, it's
Trigo
gonna
First
rain.
Plate. Plus,
Figure that back to back. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Titty, bitty, titty, 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 titty. And the best is in the messes.
I go some property riches. I fell in love with this daughter.
So it says we'll be there in 20 minutes if we don't stop.
I wake up pray every morning.
I'll make it in.
These demons, they calling my son. I said, for calling you off. I'm balling out of control. I'm balling out of control. If I can give everything back to you, all this passion I got, all I ever need. For me to move on and succeed. For me to
Almost there. 5 minutes away. And these brows will be gone. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. So the bars are done. Okay, so after that car ride, let me start off by saying that I was one of the models. We met up in a hotel, not in her office, because she does classes where if you want to specialize in the eyebrow technique and you want to do permanent makeup to other women, or you have your own company, or whatever the situation may be, she does offer classes where you pay her and then she teaches you how she does what she does. And I was one of the models, and I was surrounded by all these women that went to her class, and she obviously walked through them like step by step while she did my brows. So I'm gonna put in some pictures so you guys can see. I was laying on a bed. First of all, the atmosphere is absolutely wonderful. She has like a very soft bed, kind of like if you ever get a massage, you know, like those beds that they put you on, that they're super soft and just very comfortable. She had me lay on one of those. She had like very relaxing music playing in the background, so the whole atmosphere was just very, very relaxing. After you lay down, she covers you with like a very fluffy blanket. She puts a pillow underneath your knees, so you are extremely comfortable and extremely at ease. I absolutely fell in love with her personality immediately. She's just so outgoing and so, I mean, she's wonderful. So when I went in there, she did ask for me to go in with the way I usually fill in my eyebrows so that she can see the color that I use and the shape that I usually fill my brows, so she could have an idea of what it is that I like and that I want. So I did go in there with my eyebrows filled in already. And then she went ahead and took a picture of the way my brows are filled in. Then I went ahead and I wiped off my brows, which is just awful. So after I wiped off my brows, she went ahead and put numbing cream on both of my eyebrows. And then I laid in the bed and I waited for 15 minutes for the numbing cream to kick in. While I was laying in bed, she went ahead and put the colors together. She mixes the colors and then she tells you what she recommends the color should be for your skin type and for your hair. And then you either agree or disagree, and then you guys can discuss the coloring that you want for your brows. I 100% trusted what she had to say in her recommendations, and I agreed with the color. My hair is a black brown, so it looks black far away, but if you see me in person, it is brown. It's like a black brown. So I did 2 different shades, more, and they're both like on the brown side, like on the black brown side. So she started off like in the beginning, it's like a lighter shade of brown, and then it gets darker, and then I do have like darker streaks of brown as well. And she puts those colors on your forehead so that you can see the way it's going to look based on, you know, your brows and then your hair, and then you say, yes, I agree, no, I don't agree. And then once you agree with everything, she used a pencil, which she let me have the pencils and all of the things that she used, which was wonderful. She used the pencil and she drew on the brow with hair strokes, like the way it was going to look. And let me tell you, even her drawing the brows in with a pencil looked amazing. I mean, I don't know how she does it. I'm also going to insert a picture somewhere. I mean, I wish I knew how to fill in my brows the way she filled them in with a pencil. Before she started, she put like a taped ruler on my forehead, and that measures the size of the arch. She had those in 3 different sizes for small arch, medium size arch, and large arch. I chose the medium size arch, and then she puts that on my forehead. She puts it in the middle of your nose, and she measures everything. She measured my nose. She measured the gap between my eyebrows. She measured from the beginning of my brow to the arch, from the arch to the tail. Made sure that both of them were symmetrical. She was on it. She knows exactly what she's doing. So she puts that tape on my forehead. She draws the line straight down the middle just to make sure that both eyebrows are going to be symmetrical and the same. And then she went ahead and filled in my right brow. So she filled them in with a pencil, and if you were happy with the shape and the size and the thickness and everything, you go ahead and say yes. You sign a paper agreeing, and then she starts the process. The experience wasn't as bad as I thought. I think I was more excited than nervous. I mean, I don't want to say it was awkward, but it was, I mean, I agreed to be the model. So when I was laying there, I had all these women around me recording and taking pictures, and it was like that the whole entire time. And I didn't mind it whatsoever. I was just so excited to get my brows done. But that was my personal experience. I'm sure if you just go there to get your regular procedure, it'll just be you and her in a room, and it'll be maybe more relaxing. So if you're someone who has a tattoo or have gotten a tattoo, I mean, you know the way it feels. This wasn't like that at all. I mean, you feel like a little bit of pressure, but it wasn't bad whatsoever, especially because she does put the numbing cream on. There was a time where she hit a nerve somewhere on this eyebrow, and that hurt. Like, I kind of felt that, you know, and then my eyes started watering immediately. But besides that one little section, everything else was fine. You do feel like a little bit of pressure, but she keeps adding numbing cream. So she'll work on this brow. This one has numbing cream. Then she's done with this one. She'll wipe off the numbing cream, work on this one, and put numbing cream on that one. And then she'll go back and forth until she's done. And then she steps away. She looks at them. She is very, I don't want to say OCD, but a perfectionist. And I appreciated that 100%. You want someone who's going to be a perfectionist and wants to do her best to make you happy and get the brows to look as identical as possible. And she was just great. I have nothing negative to say about my whole experience. It was absolutely wonderful. She usually takes about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes from start to finish, but because I was there during one of her classes, she was talking during the whole procedure and answering questions, so it did take her a little longer. I want to say it took about 2.5 hours, but she wasn't going straight in the whole time. She would stop and get up and just do different things and see how the eyebrows looked and went and mix the colors and things like that. I did go there with my husband, and unfortunately he wasn't allowed to go in the room. I brought my vlogging camera. I mean, I was ready, And I thought he was going to be able to go in the room because it was a class and other women were there filming. So I didn't think it was going to be a problem. But he wasn't allowed in the room. So I don't have any footage of the actual procedure itself and her tattooing the brows, which I'm so sad about. I do have to go see her in 6 months, and I'm going to ask if my husband could come in the room and actually record just a few clips here and there of her doing it when I go in for the touch-up. And if she says yes, then I will record a 6-month update and tell you my thoughts and opinions on that. So as soon as I was done, my brows were a little swollen, which is natural, and they were a little red, but I love them. They look so, so good. And today is day 5. I did them on Tuesday. Yes, I did them on Tuesday, and today's day 5. As soon as you leave, she puts like a clear sealant over it that lasts 3 days, and it just prevents any bacteria or anything from getting in the brows. So on day 4, she gives you grapeseed oil. Not on day 4. She gives you grapeseed oil when you leave, but on day 4, you're supposed to apply 1 thin layer of grapeseed oil once a day. I mean, it helps with the itchiness because they do start to itch and they do start to naturally flake off a little bit, and you're not supposed to pick that. This one started to flake a little bit here in the front part yesterday, and they were itchy yesterday. They're not itchy today. So I just put a little bit on my finger and then I patted it on. And then you're supposed to do this for the remainder of the 11 days. So the healing process is 14 days. So the color will oxidize, meaning that it's going to look a lot darker when you leave, and then through the healing process, they're going to get a little lighter, but then they're going to go ahead and get a little darker as well. So if you're satisfied with the color, if you're not satisfied with the color, that is something that you can discuss with her when you go back in for your 6-month, I don't want to say checkup. What is it called? Your 6 months touch-up, I guess. Also, bring a snack. I mean, if you're going to be one of the models, I say bring a snack because it takes longer than 1 hour and 15 minutes that she usually takes for the procedure. By the time I got out of there, I was starving. But the whole experience was great. I don't know if I'm missing anything. Anything that I might have missed, I'll link it down below in the description box. If you guys have any questions regarding tattooing your eyebrows or permanent makeup or any other questions regarding my experience that you would like to know, please let me know in the comments below and I will answer all of your questions. And maybe I will also incorporate your questions and answer those in the next video when I go in for the touch-up. The touch-up is 6 to 7 months after your first initial procedure, and after the touch-up you can go in after 2 years to get another touch-up if you wish. But I think that's it. I can't think of anything else at the moment that I want to say regarding my experience besides that it was absolutely fantastic and great, and Mary is absolutely wonderful. Like I said before, I will link her website and I will also link her Facebook page and everything down below if you guys want to go check her out. And I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else to say. Again, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel, and that's it. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time. Come on. They look good. Not for nothing, but they look good. They're so cute. I am so happy. I wish I would have done this sooner. No, I know.
Better party. Better prices every day. DJ.
I want to hear
No clue.
that mama song.
Man, we might get gangster, man.